This is the One Episode Rule, a podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie, rendered incapable by 18 episodes of Baki of talking about anything else.
You got the old Baki brain.
Please, someone help me. I want to watch JoJo, but I can't. I can't.
It's nothing but muscles all the way down.
It's nothing but muscle. Well, actually, there's a lot of other things but muscles.
I mean, there are butt muscles. There's muscles on those butts.
I got to that scene where Doyle lit everybody in Shin Kai on fire.
Yeah, you sure did do that.
Just like that's not martial arts. Anyway, how are you guys?
I'm Blackle. I'm doing good. I'm living that sleepy life. All sleepy all the time.
Sometimes you sleepy.
I also have a bump on my tongue, so it's kind of hard to talk sometimes.
Oh, well, I hope you feel better.
I'll get through it. I'm strong. I'm strong, Father.
Hello, I'm Joey, and I'm the person that's been consuming all the JoJo's these past couple of days. Be jealous.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I did watch all of the next Stone Ocean contents, and then I was like, that's not enough, so I read a bunch of Steel Ball Run as well.
Yeah. The only thing I found out about that secondhand was apparently the president's wife is a lesbian, so that's something.
Yeah, she wants someone to sit on her.
Who isn't these days? I guess that's my lead-in.
Yep.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey there. It's me, Louis.
Famous lesbian, Louis.
Famous lesbian. Yes, I'm from the Greek island of Lesbos.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Yes. I have been watching One Punch Man. I finished season 1 over the weekend, and I'm on season 2 right now. And frankly, I understand that the animation is a lower budget and all that, but I don't understand the hate it gets.
That's really all of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
How'd you like that? How'd you like that end fight with the Cyclops from a different galaxy?
Oh, it was rad.
That guy's cool.
He's cool. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the Deep Sea King comes back at some point.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Wait,
it's fun.
Wait, I don't think he can come back. Doesn't Saitama turn him into paste?
I feel like if one wanted to,
he could just bring him back.
He could just bring him back, and we just be
flashback
like, okay.
arc where you learn about his tragic past.
Exactly.
Just pick up his limp remains off the ground and blow some air into it like a balloon.
Before he was reduced to a thin red paste.
Yep.
That show's cool. Should I watch season 2 then?
I mean, I say go for it.
Okay.
I'd be curious to hear what you think.
That's cool.
I might be in the minority on.
Well, I might as well because like season 3 is going to come out soon.
Yeah, season 3 I think is coming out like early next year.
Yeah. But anyway, we've got some news. Speaking of things that are coming out, we've got some news.
Nice segue. Hey.
I'm going to build you guys up because I've got bad news.
Oh, boy.
So I'm going to build you guys up with some good news. First, we're going to start off with the fact that Crunchyroll is going to just add a shitload of anime movies.
Nice.
Sweet.
So this month, so we're getting Afro Samurai Resurrection.
Woohoo!
Which is an incredible film. We get Odd Taxi in the Woods, some Psychopaths movies.
Yeah.
The Girl Who Leapt Through Time was not on Crunchyroll for some reason.
Shocking.
Despite being the original isekai. Let's see. Or is this a remake? Is this a remake? I'm not sure. But
is the one from 2004, I think.
This one is by Hosoda, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen a lot of the adaptations of The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. I sort of hyper-focused on it a little bit in high school, but I saw that one too.
But yeah, that's
a bunch of live-action ones.
That's some ancient-ass isekai.
Nice.
from the era before it ruined our lives. Let's see, Sword of the Stranger, which I've heard of, but I can't remember. Black Butler's getting a movie on there. We're getting JJK Zero,
Sweet.
which seems cool. I'll watch that after we finish JJK.
We're close.
We're pretty close. We're at the end of the end of the everybody fight arc.
Yeah.
And then we're moving, and then it moves on to like a weird arc, and then it ends.
Yep.
As far as I know. Let's see, High Speed, Free. We got a bunch of Free movies, and a bunch of Code Geass movies.
Cool.
Code Geass was a show that I thought was cool and just didn't watch the second half of for reasons I can't articulate.
Just like One Punch Man.
Just like One Punch Man. Well, I watched the whole first season. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Anyway, in bizarre tie-in news, this is not a product news because it is a video game, which is not that unusual for anime to get video games, but the nature of this video game baffles me, which is we're getting Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star on the Switch. A game which, if it is true to the anime, will cause death.
Nice. I've always wanted to die.
It will cause someone to have a coronary explosion as they attempt to follow the prompts on screen. It looks
hilarious.
It looks like it uses the Joy-Cons, and it follows kind of like a Guitar Hero-esque rhythm game setup. And you got to do punches and jabs.
That sounds like it could actually be really fun. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it could be fun. Also, aesthetically, it just looks horrendous, which I think is
perfect.
Very fun. This looks like a PS2 game. But that's fine. And finally, news that I consider bad, but you guys can interpret on your own, which is, and I'm not gonna read most of this. I'm just gonna read out the important lines, which is, quote unquote, Netflix's One Piece live action won't be a carbon copy of the anime. Alarm number one. Where have I heard that phrase before?
You know what? I'm fine with it because it's going to get one season, get canceled no matter what.
And then it'll die and go away. But the worst sentence is, it is being compared to the Marvel Cinematic Universe with how it's adapted to its characters.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for the Sanji solo movie.
Sanji! Chopper!
I can't do it. I can't do it.
That fish guy.
You know that I'm going to be watching all of it, and the more you say, the scareder I get.
I know. I'm doing this on purpose.
Yeah, you brought this one to laser target me, huh?
Like, I mean, I'm getting some residual damage as someone who.
This is my steel chair that I'm holding above my head.
I take solace in the fact that Netflix kills anything that it makes. So
yeah, that's true.
It doesn't even matter if it's good.
Yeah. So we don't have too much to fear.
Somebody who was going to be on the podcast just sent me a message that just says F. So that's pretty fun because they realize that we're already recording. You gotta get back to us faster. Come on. So that's pretty fun. Anyway, yes, that was the bad news. Unfortunately, it's some pretty dire corpo speak, but hey, maybe it's not so. Maybe it won't be so bad.
Maybe it'll still be fun. It could potentially still be fun to watch. I still have some glimmer of hope inside of me.
I just hope they use the yayo.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
I don't want to actually sing it because I don't want to get
dreaming. Does anyone want to watch a show?
No.
Yeah. Typically we do that.
Not really.
Yeah, I like television shows.
So, unfortunately, my dear friend Magpie, it's still muscles all the way down because the show we're going to be The show we're going to be watching this week is called How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift?
My God, you've done
my
it.
God.
You've reached into the cylinder and extracted one of the bullets from roulette
Oh, I pulled a bullet?
and have jammed
Oh
it
my God.
bodily into my mouth.
Chew on this fucker.
I said, hey, we're not doing roulette today. Pulls out my own gun.
We're going to do shoot you.
Wow. Wow, we finally found an anime girl who wants to look like Baki.
Get
Oh, there you
Swole!
go.
All I could think during this was that just weird game that Vinny played one time, and he just screamed, "Get Swole, meal mate!"
Get Swole!
at it. So yeah. Who wants this blurb?
I think points fingers dangerously. I think Blackle should have it.
You think
All
Blackle
right.
must bear the ring into Mordor?
You will take it.
During a regular after-school grub crawl, gluttonous high schooler Hibiki Sakura is confronted about her ever-expanding waistline by her best friend, Ayaka Uhara. With her attempts at solitary exercise failing miserably, Hibiki decides to join the newly opened Silverman Gym. At her orientation, Hibiki runs into student council president and school idol Akemi Soryuin.
Sour Ewan.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
So Ewan.
Okay. However, it soon turns out that Hibiki is in for a lot more than she bargained for. Not only is Silverman Gym full of world-renowned bodybuilders and athletes, but to make matters worse, Akemi turns out to be a total muscle fetishist. Grossed out by the scene unfolding before her eyes, Hibiki begins to leave, only to be stopped by trainer Naruzoi Machio. Completely enthralled with her newfound Prince Charming, Hibiki signs up as a gym member. Now, as a result of the spur-of-the-moment decision, Hibiki must adapt to her new lifestyle. I'm glad you gave it to me when earlier in the episodes I mentioned that my tongue is hurting.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot until I started talking.
Stepping on you while you're already down.
You're just like, I can't pronounce Saryuin.
Grinding a high heel into your kidney.
The rest of us can hardly pronounce Saryuin.
I can figure it out, but I gotta look at it for a while.
Hey,
There's a lot of vowels in there.
It should be so Ryuin, but
yeah. I can say show you can just fine. Thank you very much.
So yeah, let's talk about this show. Let me pull up my anime list so I can remember everyone's names because I'm an old man.
Yep.
Brain is rotten. So yeah, we focus in on Hibiki. Hibiki is a blonde-headed. God, what's the name for that?
She's just a regular high school student.
Well, she's got a tan. She's got like a tan and blonde hair, and I can't remember what the Japanese word is for that. But anyway, she. What we find out about her is that this bitch loves food.
Mm-hmm.
The show begins with a very aggressive humph montage.
There's a humph montage. She eats like she eats like a bunch of takoyaki and a hot dog and a chocolate bar and some fried chicken. And
look, she's hungry.
Vanilla ice cream. She's hungry.
Let her eat.
And the girl she's with has been watching her just devour this feast the whole time. Oh yeah, and something we should set up something for the episode is that every time a food item is produced and consumed, no matter by who, I thought it was unique to her, but no, the other girl.
It's by everyone, yeah.
It comes up with a name and calorie counter on that, which is like stress inducing.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But and I feel like it's going to be more important later on when they start talking about like how much protein they consume
Right.
and shit.
Bring in more of the edutainment aspect.
But for now, it's actually just kind of stressful. And her friend, annoyed with this rambling feast they're on, which you're not really supposed to, from what I understand of like Japanese culture, you're not really supposed to walk and eat at the same time. It like produces litter. Is the issue?
I mean, fair. I guess there's that.
So it's considered a little like gauche, but yeah. So she's a little irritating. She's just like, "Hey, did you put on some weight?" It's just like, wow, way to be catty.
You know what's really fucked up about that is they pop up her like quote unquote stats.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Baseline we're gonna put right here. Hibiki weighs like 120 pounds.
She's like 5'2" and weighs 122 pounds.
It's completely normal.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
This show's already on my bad side because I can't abide by body shaming even a little bit.
It's bad.
So I didn't like that.
Even if it's the main character doing it to herself.
Yeah.
So yeah. So she advances and is just like, where did you see that? Tell me where's Scarecrow? And she's just like, I don't know. Honestly, it was just a throwaway comment. I was trying to be a little mean, and this has gotten way more intense than I was prepared for.
It does seem like her friend just kind of wants to bully her sometimes, which is
a little light bullying between friends, which happens. But,
it's kind of fucked up.
He wasn't prepared for this level of intensity. She didn't mean to hit a nerve.
Yeah.
So Hibiki weighs herself at home, and this is another good point to mention because she, for whatever reason, she decides to be nude while she does this. Maybe she just got out of the shower or something, whatever.
Yeah.
But the nipples are artfully disguised by steam, so that's what
it was funny because they did. Whenever I popped this open, there was a content warning 17+, and I was like, oh,
which is I should say there's almost nothing like directly sexual in this. However, this show is animated with the sensibilities of a porno. So
yes, we'll get into some of that later.
Kemi does literally say at one point that the muscles that she sees are going to make her come.
Yeah,
I might, quote unquote, I might come. Literally, it's
like,
we'll get into it.
Nothing is happening on screen, but everything is extremely horny in places.
Yes.
like one of those Japanese hentais.
It's like part of the workout scenes just seems like very like ahigao, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, it's not even the workout scenes themselves. It's specifically the instructional tape shit where they're pointing out all the individual muscles. But whatever.
Yep. Anyhow.
Moving on. So she's just like, I'm going on a diet tomorrow after I eat this curry bread. Because bitch be loving food, and who don't?
Who don't?
Now, so yeah, we cut to a next scene where she's walking home after school, and she has inserted herself into a gym because she's just like, I didn't want to spend any money, but I don't have any choice, because she tried to train at home and she quit running after 2 days and quit strength training after 3.
Yeah, you just see her doing like one little push-up and she's like,
she does not have the willpower to stay on the course by herself.
Yeah,
so she has to look into a gym, and there's a new gym opened near the train station that's an athletic gym called Silverman's, and she's just like, they're having free signups. I might as well look.
Yeah.
So she comes in and to look at the gym, check it out, to decide whether it's creepy or wet, and she's just like, okay, I'm up for the tour. Who's this? Oh, nice lady's doing the tours. Oh, there's another student from my school here. I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. If it's somebody I know. Oh, shit, it's the student council president. Oh, good Lord. Which she proceeds to describe in like I wouldn't say like horny terms, but it almost comes off as her having a weird girl crush on her.
Yeah, she's like, oh, she's so
She's got-
dreamy. She's got like the perfect body mass.
She's got glossy black hair and those almond-shaped eyes, and she has like 16% body fat, which is I never bothered to learn how much body fat was healthy.
It seems
she looks like she's
little.
she seems like she's in great shape overall.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh shit, that's the student council. I gotta get the fuck out of here because I can't. And she's just like, oh, and the other girl just sees her and it's immediately just like, oh, another girl from my school. How hype, poggers.
Yep. She's happy.
She's like, I'm fucking stuck in this, aren't I?
Friendship activated.
So they proceed on with the tour because she's just like, I want to make sure this place isn't like sweaty and gross because
yeah,
I just want it to be clean. Please, can it just be clean?
Sanitary, please.
Which is my feeling about any gym I've ever set foot in. Which is, please, can it just be clean? Can there be less people in here? I think because of a formative event I had as a child where I was let loose in the fucking YMCA and wandered into the wrong room. But anyway.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you ever as a child just wander into a room and get to see a bunch of old men's Johnsons and not know what to do? It's like, am I going to get in trouble? I'm not supposed to be here. But anyway. So yeah. They continue on with the tour, and they're just like, okay, cool. Here's the training room, which is obviously, this is the gym part of the gym. I don't know why it's a training room. It's the gym.
It's just the gym. It's just got equipment. And it's funny because the doors just open and they're glowing and they're both just like, well, what are we going to see?
They're like, wow, oh shit. Because it's a muscle museum in here.
You got some bodies.
This is a bodybuilder freak gym, which is not what she's always going to be like a health club.
Yeah.
Drop in, play some tennis, jog, maybe swim, go home. Right? No, this is where men are doing serious bodybuilding on the butterfly machines and barbells and shit. And she's
animations.
The sound design, it's the groans of torment coming from this room. It's a fucking Hieronymus Bosch triptych in here.
It's so scary.
But yeah, it has very much the same effect on Hibiki, who's just like, oh god, oh, this is a fucked up gym. God, oh, how do I listen, I'll just turn to Akemi and we'll get out of here. Hey Akemi, oh no, because Akemi is just fucking salivating at these men.
She is so horny.
She is so extremely horny for their huge muscles.
Yeah.
She is addicted to the smell of creatine.
She needs it.
She needs it. So yeah, finding no help here, she like just sort of turns in a circle because she's like, oh god, how do I get out of this? And comes face to face with one of the trainers at the gym, who is named Machio. Which is a Japanese name, but it looks very Italian.
Well, it also looks like the word macho.
Machio. So yeah, Machio is just a guy in a tracksuit. He's an isekai protagonist.
Yeah, he's a normal-looking guy.
He is a standard boy. And she looks at him and says, and he introduces him. He's like, "Hello, I'm Machio. I'm one of the trainers here. I'll be happy to work with you." And she immediately falls head over heels for him because her type is apparently LaCroix.
Yeah.
This man may have been in a room with a character once.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's smitten. She's just like, sign me up. With one of the few there's a lot of creepy girl face in this.
Yeah.
It's with the steam coming out of the mouth and shit.
Scary. It's so scary.
Akemi is the chief offender because she has a huge guy fetish. Which, hey, I've heard of less healthy fetishes.
Yeah, it's fine.
But anyway, They sign up. So we don't we cut to school
Yeah, they could.
because
I think they.
she's got to go to school for a little bit, and then
Yeah, I think they do.
or
Do they
that's
do like a little bit of training?
they leave, and then
They leave.
they come back in another time. Whatever, the scene doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just in between one of these sessions, her friends is just like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" Her bitchy friend is like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And she's like, "I got shit to do." She's just like, "You didn't got a guy," and she's just like, "It's kind of like training." But
She
anyway,
refuses to elaborate.
she goes to the gym for her first day. It's my first day. It's my birthday. You wouldn't hit a guy on his birthday. So she gets set up and she's just like, oh, hey, the women's locker room appears to be filled with like normal people. I don't know where they keep all of those men. They just usher them into a back room and turn the lights off when the day's up.
Yeah.
They just stand perfectly still until it's time to train again.
Yeah, we're
Keep
like, we
them-
can't.
It's like Ultimate Muscle Roller Legend.
We
back
can't
there.
let you out into the public,
They
unfortunately.
put them in crates and put them in shelves with a forklift because top men need to study them. So yeah, it's time to train. So it's the two girls and Machio because that's his job today. He's training the girls. So he's just like, okay, we're gonna do bench presses today. She's just like, bench presses? Oh shit, that's gonna be really difficult. It's like, no, I'll teach you how to do it. And before they do an exercise, they do like an 80s videotape introduction to the exercise showing you how to do it.
Yeah.
And Hibiki always interrupts them while they're doing it. But yeah, it's like it's meant to be actually informative, and they're just like, here, put the bar over your eyes, and make sure to use the safety thing so you don't crush your own larynx.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Hibiki, it's your first time. You go first. She's like, oh shit. She's like, we're not going to put any weights on the bar. I just need you to do 3 sets of 10. And she's just like, no weights on the bar. This will be fun. Oh shit.
Oh, it's still heavy.
So yeah, it ruins her. She manages a set of 7, 5, and 3, and then collapses in a corner somewhere. And he's just like, great, good job. I relate a lot to this character, but this is where I do not relate because we are vastly different physically. And then she looks on in horror as her friend is just like, hey, put on like
40 kilograms, I think she said.
40 kilograms for me. And she wipes out her set perfectly. And then she's just like, ooh, my pectorals are burning.
She's like, they feel so strong.
It's just like, please don't do this. It's creepy.
Oh.
So yeah, they beat it home. They're just like, it's time for this to be over.
Yeah.
And they walk home. And I forget what they talk about, but there's a number of scenes where they walk home together, and it basically boils down to Akemi's just like it's cool to have a gym buddy. I never had any gym buddies before because I had to go by my fucking self.
Right. She mentions her sister at one point, and
Her sister.
Hibiki's like, "You got your fetish from your sister?"
You got your fetish from your sister? Jesus Christ. She says a line which is, men will judge you by the size of your boxer's muscle.
Yes, it's strange.
Which for the listener, the boxer's muscle is one in your back beneath your traps that helps you throw a punch. I am unclear on how, but I know that that's what it's supposed to do. But anyway, so yeah, she's just like, it's like, okay. And the next day, we're gonna go to the next day because the next day in school. No, wait, that's later.
No, I think that's this scene.
Is it the one where she has trouble
exhausted.
getting up?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that one.
Okay, because I thought it might have been from the squats, but
Nope.
But yeah, Yeah, she gets called on in class while she's looking at the window, and she's just like, "Oh shit!" And she tries to get up because you're supposed to get up and answer in Japanese classrooms. I don't know why they would do this; it's very disruptive. But yeah, she could only stand halfway up, and she's like, "Oh shit! I destroyed my bones."
Yeah.
And they give you a lecture about it, just like, hey, sometimes newbies get into strength training and they they go too hard the first day.
Hmm.
So yeah, she's fucked up and stiff, and yeah, she's walking home with her friend that day because she's taking a couple of days off. She's walking home with her friend, eating popsicles, which calorically are nearly neutral.
Yep.
And when her friend is just like, we haven't hung out in a while, I want to be a bitch to you.
Yep.
A little bit, just a little bit.
So rude.
And she looks down and she's like, holy shit, the zipper on your skirt looks like it's gonna bust off. What happened to your ass?
God.
It's
So
much more
bad.
aggressive this time.
Yeah. She's like, look at your disgusting body. Hello.
I've just seen something and I can't continue. I have to show you this first.
Oh.
I'm going to clip it and show it to the podcast. General chat.
Okay. Wait, what? Barnold? Shorts?
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh my gosh.
supporting.
Oh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right.
Jesus Christ, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, I guess. We're going to
I'm
beat him at some point.
Anyway. God, where was I? Oh, yeah.
Sidetracked.
She's just like, what happened to your ass? And she's like, oh, shit. Oh, God. I got it's swimsuit. It's summertime. Fuck.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
she appears at the gym for another training regimen, which is it's time to do squats.
It's time to do squats.
It's time to understand squats. And she's just like, where's Akemi? It's like, Akemi is already doing her squats. And Akemi is doing a barbell over the shoulder squats, which I wouldn't recommend for most people. You start doing that whenever you're doing like serious leg strength training. Like,
but she's a freak, though, is the thing.
She is a freak. She wants it.
That's what I said. This is the character. She wants to look like Baki.
But your body weight squats will usually do you no matter what size you are. And Hibiki is about to learn this the hard way because after they explain how to do a squat, after they do an exercise, there is another 80s montage thing explaining and with indicators and shit. It's like, here's the muscles this works out, and they're like needlessly horny, and they point it out in the crowd. It's just like, why is it like this?
Yeah, she keeps being like, don't do this.
And then I'm just like, I don't know, motherfucker, you're making it. So yeah, he's just like, go over there in front of the mirror and make sure your form is right before you do it with any weight.
Yep.
Because it can be difficult. And she's just like, this will be a piece of cake. And then she ruins herself. Because squats are fucking difficult,
squats
guys.
Are hard. When this came on, I was like, you know what? I should do my squats. I haven't done my squats in a bit. And I did my squats and I was like, I am in pain.
I've hurt myself. I've hurt myself with squats. So yeah, she like ruins herself again. And she's sitting over. I don't know whether it happened after the squats exercises or the other one. I think it might have been the squats. It was the squats. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the squats.
She's sitting on a bench and she's just like, God, what a miserable piece of shit I am. Can't even do fucking squats.
Mm-hmm.
And the trainer comes over and he's just be like, hey, you did a great job.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm a weak piece of shit. It's just like, no, you're doing great. It's just like you can. She's like, you want to laugh at me because like he's just. She asked him like how much he started benching, and he's just like, oh, I can only do like 100 kilograms when I started benching.
Yeah. She's like, oh, he's a freak.
It's like, oh, she calls him a thoroughbred of a man, which
Yeah.
is down bad for the fucking gym guy. But anyway, she's just like, she's like, don't you want to laugh at a weakling like me? It's just like, oh no, I could never laugh at somebody who's doing their best.
Yeah, he's like genuinely nice.
And I forget the dialogue path that leads to is just like it's just like, is it side something about sides?
Oh yeah, he says I think he just thinks the word sides, and he's like, oh,
No.
sides.
The conversation leads naturally to the word, and he just gets stuck on
Yeah,
it.
I don't remember how they got there.
But yeah, he's just like side, chest, and he just flexes and explodes his tracksuit off because he turns out he was a normal boy face on top of just a mountain of man. Just
strange.
a fully oiled, like, broad chest.
The words that Hibiki uses are macho gorilla body.
Macho gorilla body. He's a fucking Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Well-oiled Kirito.
He is a well-oiled.
Kirito got fucking swole. Which, by the way, technically improves our podcast score for this man because he now has character traits. Which is that he's a genetic freak like Scott Steiner.
He is a genetic freak.
Also, that's the podcast title right there. Kirito gets swole.
So yeah, she's just like, oh god, I really did come to the wrong fucking gym.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it for the episode.
Yeah, they have a little walk home segment where she talks about how much she eats.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. She walks home with Akemi again, and Akemi is just watching her because she's eating something. She's eating like a popsicle or something. I'm not sure.
Hot dog or something junk foody that.
She's just like, Hibiki, how much do you eat a day? And she's just like, well, with lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and I usually like snack like 3 or 4 times a day. She's just like, oh, so you eat 6 times a day? And this is a good swerve because I was just like, oh, this is gonna get nasty, isn't it? And
yeah.
No, she just turns around and fucking cabadons her up against the wall. And she's just like, you're incredible.
You eat so much. I'm so into it.
You've got such an incredible appetite. Eating is the most important thing for building muscle mass.
I'm like,
it's like, fuck.
Finally? Question mark?
Wait, is she gonna develop a feeder fetish as well? Anyway.
Stop it.
But yeah, that's pretty much the end of it.
That's the show. This one was.
So I got to talk about this because I do identify with this character to a certain degree. Because broadly, we began working out for similar reasons.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm kind of a big guy, and I'm not afraid of food. I like to eat.
Food's good.
But I recognize at some point that I eat significantly more than my metabolism chooses to burn. So I had to begin strength training just to remain relatively stable. She has body image fucking problems, but broadly is attempting to do the same thing because she's just like, I can't diet. I don't want to. It. Spiritually, it will destroy me. So I must pump iron to compensate.
Yeah. Very relatable. I agree. I agree with this sentiment. I relate as well.
Other things about this show, it's funny. Like, it's successfully funny a bunch of times. It's it's pretty well animated. There's like some stylish flourishes, and yeah, it's kind of horny.
Yeah. No, we got to go back to the animation because the way that the muscles just ripple sometimes scares me so bad.
Also, I really appreciate that whenever they want to draw a bunch of muscle freaks, they just copy paste the same guy and
Yeah.
horizontally flip him,
Yeah, it's
which I
very
think is
funny.
which would get points detracted if it was serious, but it's very funny.
It's really good, actually.
What do you guys think?
I liked the intro song. It was very funny.
I could agree that the art was nice.
The setup was... I didn't love it.
I found it distasteful and boring. Not really because it was horny, but because of the
because of the body shaming.
It was the body shaming that I was just like,
yeah.
Yeah, that kind of turned me off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's not great for me. It's like 10 seconds into the episode, too.
Yeah. There were some funny parts, like the... well, I failed to think of any, but I'm sure I laughed at some part.
There were some good bits in it.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part of this anime, though, just happens to be the fact that Joey took a bullet out of the gun, loaded it into their own gun.
The episode.
That was funny.
Yeah, and like that's even connected to the anime.
The joke that got me. Yeah.
That was my stand activating. What else?
Also, I agree with you, Joey, about the opening. It was funny.
It was really catchy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were both pretty catchy.
Pretty good intro and outro.
Yep.
They could make good on the body shaming thing by having Hibiki go back and just beat the shit out of the other girl over again.
I think the other girl is going to join the gym because she's in the intro sometimes, and I'm like, yeah. But also, like, it's funny because like they could have added genuine body diversity into this, and they didn't.
Well, there's 3 types of bodies in this, which is teenage girl, Japanese, like default Japanese male setting 1, and then Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's... And whenever they were doing, like, her like, oh, she's so chunky, like, they tried to draw her, like accentuate all of the little, like, chunks, but she just looks like a normal person. She
looks normal.
They tried to plump her up in one scene.
That's what people look like.
And I was just like, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's
like,
not
wow, look.
Like, you can identify, like, problem obesity, too. Like, but it's not this.
Yeah. No!
You are a normal... me grabbing you by the shoulders. You are normal!
You are normal.
Fine.
It's fine. So I probably won't be watching more of this, unfortunately, but...
Yeah, like,
I could see where people would be interested.
I have a generally, like, positive impression of this show, but also, like, it's not compelling either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad at it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna buy another ticket.
I'm a tiny bit mad at it. Only a little bit.
You can be mad at it.
Like I said, only a little, but...
Yeah, I'm not.
How about the rest of y'all?
I'm too much of a gamer. Yeah, I'm too much of a gamer to watch an anime about getting hot and sexy.
About getting swole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About getting ripped.
I feel like the comedic through line here really should end up being them attempting to just acquire their desired, like, level of fitness, while Machio attempts to turn them into Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch any more of this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, thanks for the meal and all, but I'm not coming back. Sorry.
Thanks for this protein shake, but I
That
am
guy-
going to go back to the hot dogs now.
Yeah, that guy didn't leave a tip.
I am going
So-
to be going on a food crawl.
I gotta go on a dinner crawl. But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't really like it here. The waiter made a weird comment about my appearance.
All right.
So yeah, if you'd like to tell us which strength training exercise would absolutely crush your bones, you could do that at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one the word, not the number. You can also compliment our nice muscles on Twitter. We are at One Episode Cast.
Do it, or I'll use them on you.
Flex, flex, flex.
I got delt definition now. It's something I've never experienced before.
That's the other thing is like, this is what I'm saying about like body types is that there are strong people who are also chunky. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, like you look at like the thing is they were featuring bodybuilders in this, but like
Which are not
generally
athletes.
no, they're not really that strong compared to like strongman competition people,
Mhm.
right? Like
right.
in fact, like when a bodybuilder is like going to go to like a bodybuilding competition, they're actually at their weakest because they have to dehydrate themselves, so their muscles
Yeah,
are
Yeah.
more
they like
pronounced.
dehydrate and they cover themselves in oil until they look African American, and it's very weird.
Fuck.
That's
Yeah.
a weird. Listen, that's just a weird joke about bodybuilder oil products. Don't come after me.
Yeah.
At any rate,
Uh,
yeah, this is like if you want to get fit, like I think well, I'm not a fitness expert, but it seems to me like just do what like if you
Do
want
what you
better
want.
endurance, you do it. If you want like better
It's
heart
fine.
health, to do it. Like if
But you're not like.
I want the ability to do catastrophic violence.
if you want to do
Yes,
that,
I
then
think
yeah,
you
that's-
already have that ability. Honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
get in shape for yourself, not because you want to, not because you're trying to be sexy for someone.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have pretty much handled this character's like introduction to the gym in a less heavy-handed way, and it would make the show better.
Yeah.
Um,
Because
But
other than that,
I do think that it is like kind of realistic. It's just shitty that like they didn't like act like it was a problem.
yeah, like they just need a better motivation for the main
Yeah.
character than her best friend negging her.
God.
Oh god.
Because
Literally, all
otherwise
you have to
the-
do is she just has to get like benign heart palpitations. Like that's why I'm exercising.
She's like, shit, I'm gonna die.
I better exercise.
All right.
She's got, it should have been the same moral moment that I had, which is just be like after you've eaten 2 hot dogs and you're just like, I'm still hungry.
Yep.
If I'm going back for that 3rd hot dog, I have to make a vow to myself.
I gotta do the squats today if I'm gonna eat the ice cream. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I will
I
eat
gotta
the ice cream, but I'm gonna do the squats too.
get out of here so I can eat a bunch of chicken.
Yeah, hump.
Later,
hump,
losers.
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm really
Hump.
hungry.